If you've been struggling in your print-on-demand business to make those first sales and really scale this thing, the last 3 months of the year might be your ticket to actually making that happen. Now, every single year during October, November, and December, we see the most sales being made as people are buying for the holiday season and all the events surrounding it. In fact, my very first year as a print-on-demand seller, those 3 months were really the time that I saw how I could actually scale this print-on-demand business. I was having over $100 days for the very first time, and I really saw how profitable print-on-demand could be. Now, if you feel like you've just been trying everything and nothing is working, in today's video, I'm going to share with you some of the top niches for Q4. These are all going to be in the Halloween theme. Now, along with Christmas, Halloween is definitely one of the most profitable types of products you can be selling in the fall season. And even though it's still summer right now, it's definitely time to start thinking about and adding these types of listings to your shop. And I'm going to be showing you how you can take some of these really profitable niches and create a one-of-a-kind design for them that could become your next best seller. So let's not waste any more time and just jump right into these niches and start designing some amazing products that you could create for your very own print-on-demand store. Now, the very first niche that is going to be huge this holiday season, because I've seen it do really, really well in years past, especially for other holidays, is going to be the Halloween plus baby announcement type shirts. Now, baby announcements are something that sells really well all throughout the year because people are very willing to spend money when it comes to something like this kind of once in a lifetime event that a lot of people are having. So it's really common for people to buy shirts for themselves or maybe their partner to surprise their family members and say that there is a new baby on the way. Now, one way that I always love to really compete in these niches that maybe are a little bit more popular and competitive is by putting a little bit more of a holiday twist on them. So we are going to together make a Halloween inspired baby announcement shirt. So I have actually headed over to Kittl, which if you're not familiar with Kittl, it's kind of an all-in-one print-on-demand design suite. So they have everything from design templates that you can use, they have AI image generators, they have all sorts of pre-made graphics, and just a full design suite that you can really create anything you want for your print-on-demand business. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to take some of the templates that they have and just make a few quick tweaks to create a completely unique design in just a couple minutes that's already ready to sell. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just look up Halloween, and then we are going to scroll through some of these templates and see if there is one that could fit for kind of this Halloween baby announcement. So right away, there are some really cute designs here. And as I was kind of thinking about this niche, I thought something that could be cute is like baby brewing. So maybe like something like witch's brew or with a little witch on it could be super cute. So let's see here. There are tons of really cute templates for Halloween, and we'll use some of the other ones for some of the other niches that I'm going to share with you guys later. All right, so after looking for a second, I actually kind of like this design here, and I think we could change quite a bit of it to make it more of that kind of cauldron baby brew theme. All right, so the very first thing I'm going to do with this template is I am going to change the text to what I want it to say. So I'm gonna change this to say baby and then brewing right here. I'm gonna make that a bit bigger so we can see all of the text here. All right, that is looking cute. Now this cat is really adorable, but I think that for this theme, it might work better if we have some more like witchy elements. So I'm gonna go over to the side here where it has the element section, click on that and just look up cauldron. All right, so there are some really cute different cauldrons here, but I think that I like this one. It's pretty simple. So I'm just going to delete this cat and I'm going to add that cauldron right here and just make it a little bit bigger. Now, one way I can instantly make it more cohesive with this design right here is just change the color to the same color as this text that we already have. So I'm going to click the color here and I'm just going to change it to that purple color. And then right click on this and I am just going to send it backwards so that we can see those other elements a little bit better. And then I'm just going to play around with the placement of some of these. Now, one other thing that I might do is I want to add something that is kind of related to a baby in this cauldron. So maybe that could be like baby footprints, or like a bottle or a rattle, or even like a silhouette of a baby. So I'm just gonna look up baby here and we will see what elements we could use. Now I'm gonna look up silhouette and see what that comes up with. So there's this little baby here. I'm going to just go ahead and add him. I don't know that we would use him. Let's keep looking through some of these. Maybe something like footprints would be better. So I'm gonna look up baby footprints. Okay, these little ones are kind of cute here. So I'm gonna add this little pair of footprints, get rid of this guy. And then what I want to do to make this stand out is change it to that orange color. So let's change that here. And then I'm just going to resize it so it looks like it's inside this cauldron. Now that is looking super cute. Let's go ahead and look at a mock-up of how this would actually look on a real shirt to see if everything looks good. All right, that is looking super cute on a mock-up. Now Kittle does have a bunch of free mock-ups that you can use for all of your designs. So if you wanted to even see it on an actual person, you could do that as well. And you could even use these to actually list your items with. So I'm super happy with that. Let's go back to the editor and we're gonna go ahead and actually download this design. So I'm gonna click download, and then this currently is in the units inches. So we want to go ahead and change that to pixels. And then we want to make sure that the width is at least 4,500 pixels wide. So we can adjust that and it's going to change the height for us. We're going to remove the background and then download this. Now we're ready to move on to our next niche. Now this next Halloween niche is one that is definitely popular every single year, but particularly this year, it is going to go crazy. Now you might have never thought that this is one you could sell with Halloween, but it definitely is one that people are actually looking for. And that is going to be Halloween designs with a kind of political twist to them. Now, in the United States, the general election is coming up this fall, and so that already is a really popular niche, but just putting a holiday spin on that is going to do even better. So let's take a look at some of these templates again on Kittle and see if we can find one that could work with maybe a political angle. So the phrase that I'm kind of thinking about going with is something like pumpkin spice and voting rights. That could do really well, but you definitely could lean into kind of one side or the other as far as making political designs too. So this could work well, something like pumpkin spice and voting rights, or even this one right here could do really well if we changed out that text. But let's keep looking here, see if there's something better. Actually, I really like this design with those ghosts. So let's see if we can kind of rework this for more of a political theme. So I think I'm gonna keep a lot of these like cute Halloween colors, but maybe I will add along with those ghosts some other things that could kind of be like more political or more like USA kind of themed. All right, so again with this one, I'm just going to start with changing out the text here. And what I love about Kittle is when you use one of their templates, as soon as you change the text, it's going to reformat exactly as they had it. So if you're not really skilled with kind of warping text or doing these really interesting fonts, you don't have to be an expert because you can just use one of their pre-made templates. All right, this is a little bit too big, so I'm just going to change the font size a little bit until it fits in there. All right, that is looking cute here. I'm gonna get rid of these hearts. And then let's see if we can look for some elements that maybe could go along with this. So let's look up USA. Maybe there'll be like a little flag or something we could use. All right, this one is cute here. I'm just going to add that. And then let's see if there's a better option too. Maybe some of these stars instead of those hearts that were there before. All right, so I am going to work with this now. Now I know everything doesn't look super cohesive right now, but we're going to rework a lot of these elements to really fit together. So the first thing I think I want to do is I'm going to change this background color to be maybe like a white. I think that would just make the design pop a little bit more. Then this pink right here, I think I'm going to change to that red color just to kind of add some more of that red element here. And then I'm going to make this a little bit more orange and change this ghost to that more orange color. Then I'm going to duplicate these stars here. I think I'm going to change this ghost to actually be this blue color here. And after looking at it a little bit more, I don't feel like this orange is actually working. So even though it's not like a true Halloween color, I think I might actually change this to be like a blue. So let's see. And then change this to be white. So I think that this could work because we have the ghosts here. here. So I'm going to change these to the same color. So we'll make this a white ghost. And then I think because there are ghosts here that this could still really work. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this up to the top of the canvas here and make it just a little bit bigger. Now let's see what this would actually look like on a mock-up. Now I think that is actually looking really cute. Let's see what it would look like on a person as well. Now that is super cute, and I can definitely see this becoming a bestseller right before Halloween. And you could take this same thing and make any number of different types of political designs with kind of a Halloween twist. Now we'll go back to the editor and you can download that the exact same way we did that last one. But now let's jump into the next Halloween niche. Now the next niche that sells so well for Halloween and for a lot of other holidays is actually going to be like the Halloween plus medical professional niche. Now a lot of times when I say something like this, people are automatically going to think about like nurses and doctors, and those are fabulous niches to sell in, but those are very competitive. Now what a lot of people don't realize is there are so many other professions right within kind of that same medical area, but they're maybe a little bit less competitive. Not as many people are making items for these types of jobs. So everything from like occupational therapist, physical therapist, speech pathologist, maybe a behavioral therapist. All of those people really love, like nurses, to show off about what they do, but there's not as many options for them. So I'm going to maybe make a design for a speech pathologist with kind of a Halloween twist, but you can take a similar thing for tons of other professions in kind of the medical industry. So again, I just looked up Halloween and I am looking through all of these templates so I can make something really fast on Kittl. And something I thought that could be cute is doing something that says like, instead of trick or treat, maybe like trick or speech for a speech pathologist. That could be super fun, especially a speech pathologist that maybe works at a school or with a lot of kids. They definitely like to dress up and kind of wear something fun around the holidays. So let's see what we can find here. A lot of these are cute. So even something like this, you could do trick or speech. This basic witch one, that is really adorable as well. Let's see. Okay, actually this one here, it's made to be more of like a beer design. So that's a funny take on this, but we could do the exact same thing except for the beer. You could do trick or speech and then change out these little hops to be something else. So let's click on that and start designing it. All right, so on this design, the very first thing that I think that I want to do is I am going to go over here to the layers and click so I can see everything here. And right now there is kind of a texture applied to this design, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Sometimes this texture, it just doesn't always print that well on the actual t-shirt, so a lot of times I like to just get rid of it. Then the next thing, I'm going to get rid of those hops here and change this to say speech. Now, like I said, everything is going to auto format when you do it on Kittl and use a template, but this one right here, the word is a little bit longer, so I might actually redo this circle. So I'm going to click on the circle text warp, and I might just make this a little bit smaller. That is looking cute here. And then definitely I want to make this take up a little bit more space on the canvas and be right up at the top. I find that designs print the best if you put them so the very top is as high as it can go. That just looks the most natural on a t-shirt. Now I think I might go over here and just put like a pumpkin. These are pretty cute and they're nice and smiley, so I think that could work really well for someone who especially works with kids. So let's add those. And then right now it doesn't look super cohesive, but I've mentioned this before, a lot of times just making everything kind of the same color or color family is going to instantly make it look like it goes together. So changing these pumpkins to orange, and then maybe even changing inside their mouths to be this dark color here. It's going to be super cute. Now, one other thing that you can do that we could even make these a little bit more cohesive is we could go down here and add a border. Now that's going to automatically add a black border here, but I'm going to change that to that dark brown color that's around the letters, and then we can make that just a little bit bigger, and that is going to instantly make these look like they're kind of all a part of the same family. So let's change that color here and make this border just a little bit bigger, and then that is looking so cute. All right, and once we're happy with it, I'm going to go ahead and look at the mock-ups here and see if that that could work for our speech pathologist design, right? That is so cute. I think that is going to be perfect. And something like this could even work on something like a throw pillow. Maybe a speech pathologist would put this on their couch or their office. So a lot of times people aren't thinking about the alternative products that you could also use. So something like a tumbler or a coffee mug or even a throw pillow could be a great one to use some of these Halloween niches on. Now, there are tons of other things that you can cross with Halloween. And if you want a complete workshop and guidebook of how to take a bunch of different niches and cross them with something like a holiday like Halloween, I definitely recommend signing up for my free workshop down below, all about finding niches that are going to be super profitable. Now, along with that, I send you my cross niching guidebook that has over 40,000 different niche ideas totally for free to your inbox. So sign up down below. And if you're looking for some more fun Halloween inspired designs, check out this video I made from last year. Some of those are still totally great to sell this year and will hopefully give you some ideas and inspiration to come up with your next bestseller that's really going to help things take off for you this Q4. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.